Good afternoon, my amazing artists. This week in school, we're doing inspirational maths, so everybody's thinking about maths. So in our art lessons, we're going to think about how artists have used maths in their artwork. And the artist we're going to think about today is a Russian artist called Vasily Kandinsky, and he used lots of geometric shapes in his paintings and pictures. Now, this is one of my favourite pictures that he did, and it's called Squares with Concentric Circles. Squares, you can see the squares. In fact, this picture's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares, and inside are circles. So we've got squares and circles. But the painting's called Squares with Concentric Circles. Well, concentric circles are circles inside circles, inside circles, inside circles, and inside circles. So this is what we're going to paint today. We're going to paint concentric circles in squares. So to start, we need to prepare our paper. So you've all got a square of paper. So you take your square of paper and fold it in half. Now, matching up the corners carefully. Press down, and you have folded your paper into two halves. Write half like that, or you can write half like that. So we've got two halves of our paper. But these are not squares, are they? They're not squares at all. What shape are these? They're rectangles. So can we think how we might make squares out of this paper? Can anybody think how to do it? So what we need to do is fold the paper in the other direction. So we folded it first in that direction, then we twiddle it round and we fold it in this direction, taking it to the corners, to the edges, pressing down with your hand, and when we open it up, we have made squares. We've also divided our paper up into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces, and that's quarters. So we have made 4 quarters on our paper. So that's quarter, and that's how you write a quarter. So we've got 4 quarters. So we're going to make 4 concentric circles in a square. So ours will be 4 squares with concentric circles. Okay, so we're going to start painting. Now remember, when you paint, you always start with the lightest colour first. And the lightest colour that we have is yellow. So I'm going to start with the yellow, put my brush in, and remember we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look, can you see my brush has got red on, a little bit of red, and it's making the yellow a bit orangey to start with. That's not good, is it? But it'll still be fine. So I've made like a little pool of water in my yellow paint, which is good because that will help me get good colour. And I'm going to start by thinking where I will put the yellow in my picture. Now, if we look at Kandinsky's picture, he's got, let's just focus on a few of his circles. He's got yellow there, sort of in the middle. He's got yellow on the outside here. He's got yellow on the second level there. He's got yellow there. So he's got lots of yellows, but none of them are in the same place. He's got yellow in the middle there. So on my first circle, I'm going to start by doing yellow in the middle. Put down a nice, good lot of yellow paint. Now if I go on to my next colour and do it straight round here, 2 things would happen. The first one is, because this is wet paint and I'm putting wet paint next to it, they'll run next to each other. And the other thing is, I'll be dirtying my brush, and I've just taken all this time to get the yellow, so I'm going to continue with the yellow paint, but go on to another circle. Now in this circle, I think I'll do a yellow a bit further out, not in the middle, more around towards the outside. Your circles do not have to be absolutely perfect. If you look at Kandinsky's circles, he's a famous artist and his circles are not perfect. That one's almost like a square. and that one's got like pointed edges, so don't worry about trying to get your circles perfect. Just make them look a bit like circles so they go around. So I've got some yellow there, and then in this one 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll put yellow even further out, further towards the edge. Then I can start using other colours. So I'll continue with that, and you can watch me in fast forward. So I've now finished making my concentric circles. That's my circles within circles within circles. And I need to think about how I'm going to paint the background of each square. So if I look back at Kandinsky's picture, he's got that one purple, he's got that one green, he's got that one red. So he's used all sorts of different colours. He's got that one, half yellow and half blue. So I can do whatever I think would look nice. So I'm going to look at this one and I think these are all warm colours in here. So I think that might look better with a cool colour for the background, so blue or purple. These colours look a little bit cooler, so maybe I'll have a warm colour for the background here. These ones are just mixed up. Anyway, I'll start by painting a cool colour for the background on this one and then see what I think when I get to the others. So I'm going to put you on fast forward again so you can see what I do. So I've finished painting my squares around my circles, but if you notice here, I put the wet red paint next to the wet purple paint and it's ended up running into each other. It's almost like once you go over it, it's like it's gone over a little wall and the paint can come in. So try and leave like I did here, look. I've left a little white gap because I didn't put the yellow paint next to the red paint, but if I do, watch what happens. Can you see how the red paint starts to come in to that space? Actually, it doesn't really matter that much, but just try and be careful that you don't put wet paint next to wet paint, because if you put wet paint next to wet paint, then they'll run into each other. So I have made my squares with concentric circles in the style of Vasily Kandinsky, and it was lots of fun. So you go make yours now and see what you come up with.